Yes, girls. So it's Tuesday today and 26th January. Please tell me what all we studied in Earth sphere. I told about Earth system. Okay. And in Earth system, there are 5. They are divided into 5 parts. Tell me the parts. Come on, girls. GH.
Geosphere,
Very good.
hydrosphere,
Geosphere.
hydrosphere,
Okay.
cryosphere,
Cryosphere.
atmosphere,
Who's this? Disha?
Noor,
Noor. Very good, Noor.
atmosphere and biosphere.
Atmosphere. Very good, Noor. Excellent. Did you say it by your own?
Yeah,
Very good. Excellent.
I memorized it.
You can go what G and H and cab. Okay. For geosphere, they are the layers of Earth. Yes, Judy? Layers of Earth? Earth crust. And then you have
Mantle,
mantle. And then you have core.
outer core, and inner.
Core. The widest is the mantle. Let me actually make mantle as the widest one. Okay. This is the mantle. And we have earth crust. Then in hydrosphere, I told about water. In cryosphere, we spoke about ice, icebergs, glaciers. And girls, which area? Which area is mostly into it? Arctic and Antarctica. Then later on in atmosphere, we spoke about, who's gonna say me, what is atmosphere containing? What gases are there in the atmosphere?
Nitrogen, oxygen,
Oxygen.
carbon dioxide,
Carbon dioxide.
methane,
N2, O2, and CO2. If I say N2, it's 78%. Oxygen, it is 21%. And carbon dioxide plus gases, if I say 1%. And finally, when I speak about biosphere, when I talk about biosphere, I told you that biosphere, it have both biotic and abiotic.
Abiotic.
Have rocks, soil, water, living organisms. So all of this was about the Earth system. Now today we are going to start with, give me a moment, girls. Girls, please turn to page number 13 if you have it. You know, how do the Earth's sphere interact? How these layers, this geosphere, hydrosphere, how they are connected? For example, atmosphere interacts with the hydrosphere or cryosphere when water vapor condenses to cloud. You very well, you know about water cycle, girls. What happened in water cycle? Yes? What happens in water cycle? Who will say me? Quickly, just give me an idea. What happens in water
the
cycle?
water evaporates to that.
Okay, water evaporates. Okay, we have ocean here. We have ocean, we have rivers. Okay, and you told me that water evaporates. Okay, does it evaporates? Evaporates Only from ocean?
No.
What is the other thing what is going on? From the plants and animals. What happened from the plants and animals? Transpiration goes on. What happens? Transpiration. That means through this also and through this also evaporation occurs. And where it goes? It goes to, I've never seen green clouds anyways. It goes to atmosphere.
Clouds.
Yes, clouds and form clouds, where we have, what process is going on there in the clouds, girls?
Condensation.
Vapors, they cool and then don't forget it.
Precipitation.
Yes, it precipitates. What happens? Precipitation. Okay, girls, wait a minute, girls. I'm just coming. My son is crying. So here, in some processes, matter moves through several spheres. For example, if you have some bacteria in the biosphere, okay, do you remember I told you that bacteria helps in nitrogen fixation? That bacteria are present in plants? Do you remember something like that? That I told that bacteria are present in plants? And can you hear me, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there are some bacteria that is removing or releasing nitrogen into soil or geosphere. I last term, I think so, I taught you carbon dioxide cycle, I taught you nitrogen cycle, and I taught you water cycle. In nitrogen cycle, I told you like these plants, they get nitrogen, they receive nitrogen from atmosphere. They receive nitrogen from atmosphere. Okay. There are also other sources, guys, that they get nitrogen. Like example, some of the waste of the animals have nitrogen in that. Some of the pesticides have nitrogen in that. And these nitrogens go into the soil. When the plant die, like imagine there's a, like my body contains nitrogen or some animal body contains nitrogen. When they die, the decay, the fossil, okay, the fossil of that animal, okay, goes into the plant and they release nitrogen. By exchanging energy. I told you how they exchange matter. Now I'll explain you how they exchange energy. Earth's sphere also interact as energy moves between them. Like example, plants, girls, what do plants need for making food? How they're exchanging energy, I'm gonna show you now. How? What do they need, girls? They need
water,
sunlight, okay? They need
water,
and one more thing.
carbon dioxide.
Very good. They need these three things to produce sugar
and oxygen.
And oxygen. This is what we have learning from last year, girls, this equation. That water and carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight gives you sugar and oxygen here. Some of the energy is released into atmosphere as heat. Some energy is released into the geosphere when organisms die and decay. So some it's released in the atmosphere and some it is gone to geosphere. When I say geosphere, it means that the layers of earth, you know, deep inside the mantle, and the energy goes there also. Now, some energy also moves back and forth between a sphere. Example, the solar energy, the energy coming from the sun is gone to Like imagine this, I will make it with a brown color so that you remember. This is the Earth surface. This is the Earth surface. So some of the solar energy goes there on the Earth, and when the sun rays goes on the Earth, what happened? The surface gets heated up. This surface, it warms up, okay? It warms the Earth surface, and finally it warms the atmosphere. First, it warms the Earth surface, and then the atmosphere is warmed, creating wind. You know that winds are created with this way, creating winds. And when warm wind, now you have warm winds. Because of the sun, it heated up the Earth's surface, and then it created warm winds. And these warm winds and ocean currents reach colder area, making the cold air and water warming up. In this case, the energy has cycled between the atmosphere and hydrosphere. Girls, when this warming of sun goes to the ocean, you are connecting between atmosphere and hydrosphere. When it goes to the Earth's surface, you are connecting between atmosphere and geosphere. You know, when I'm talking about Earth's surface, mantle, and everything, that is geosphere. When I'm talking about water, it is hydrosphere. So this is how everything is connected here. Lastly here, balancing the budget, girls. We have here now balancing the budget. Balancing the budget. What does that mean? Girls, while reading this, what do you think, what is it about? When I say about budget, what is the meaning of budget? When I speak about the Earth system, you know very well that sun is the source. Earth's energy budget is a way to keep the track of energy transfers. You know, there are people who are taking the track of energy transfers. Energy transfers means between, again, energy transfers is between sun, that is atmosphere, and between sun and Earth, sun and Earth surface, sun and Earth surface, or oceans, that is hydrosphere, and again the atmosphere. So keeping a track on all of this, that how it is connected, how the energies are transferred into and out of the Earth system is nothing but a energy budget. There is a chart shown on page 15, girls. You can see on page 15, you can see that
Yes.
there's a chart showing you how it comes and how it goes and how much percentage it's reflected by clouds and atmosphere. So like that, this is nothing but it's called as Earth's energy budget. Now, what is disturbing the energy budget is nothing but the greenhouse gases, that is carbon dioxide, and how as I told you yesterday, the melting of ice will let you know the Earth's atmosphere, how it will change for the whole year. So
Okay.
yes, this is where it will affect. And by this, we have almost finished the lesson, girls. Tomorrow we'll revise and quickly see the important points again of this lesson. Today, I taught you about the balancing the budget, and the lastly part, the interaction of Earth system, how atmosphere is interacting with hydrosphere, how atmosphere is dealing with the geosphere, that is the Earth surface. And by this, we have ended up the lesson. There is nothing tough, girls. Very easy lessons are going on. There is no chemistry, not much names of the bacteria. And this whole book, we will do it quickly because next is also weather, rocks, and all that. Okay? Take care and
Okay.
You too.
any questions you all have?
No.
No.
Thank you, girls.
Okay.